Well, hello, hello, hello. It is the 30 episode 200. Can you believe it? It is, wow, 4 years plus 200 episodes. And I just want to thank all of you for being part of it. If you've been with us from the beginning, from April of 2020 up until now, just drop that in the chat. I want to see who's been with me. If you've been with me for more than 3 years, drop it in the chat. Tell us when you started. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to make sure that we get you a gift if you've been with us for such a long time. I am your host, Patrick. I just want to thank you for being here. Our goal is to, from the beginning to now, is always to provide you, our viewers and our listeners, with relevant information that will help you to enhance your personal, professional, and spiritual lives. We said it from the beginning and we continue to say it now. So this is the 30, a long, long way from April of 2020 when we start off with Pause Break 30. That's when that's our first episode, Pause Break 30. We started it to help others get through COVID, my wife and I, and we switched to 30 around August or September. So we have a lot in store for you. We've doubled the time from 30 minutes to 60 minutes. We hope that it's going to be fun. I have some of your favorite guests with me. So I'm not going to carry it all by myself. I'm going to bring the guests in. I'm going to talk with them. We're going to have some giveaways, right? I'm going to give away some nice merch from the Jackman group, also from the 30, and our guest is also prepared to give away some merch as well. But you're going to have to earn it. We're just not going to give it to you. You have to earn it. So you have to do something in order to earn it, all right? But tell us where you're watching from. Drop where you're watching from in the chat. We want to make sure that this is as engaging as possible, because without you, there's no us. We will do this as long as you tell us that you will be watching or listening. I see N1, N0. I don't know if that's a coded. Maybe Cassandra knows, but the person said, let's go. Terry G from Jacksonville, Florida. Shout out to you. Thank you so very much. You've been an instrumental part in this journey as well. So thank you. Let me go ahead. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna bring each guest into you. They're gonna introduce themselves again, tell you what they're all about, and then we're gonna have a group discussion. We're just gonna have fun. It is gonna be a blast. But let's do this. I want to show you. Let me see if I can. Well, I'm going to bring who should I bring in first? Let's see. Let's go with Cassandra. I'm going to go across the board. Cassandra Terry from the Cassandra Terry Morning Show. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, good morning, Cassandra. Thank you for joining me.
Hello, hello, hello. It's a pleasure to be here and congratulations. 200 episodes. Hashtag goals. That's what I have to say to you. Hashtag goals.
Well, awesome. Thank you so very much. Well, tell our viewers and listeners who you are, what you do. So let's start there.
Okay, sure. So I'm Cassandra Terry. As Patrick said, I'm from Austin, Texas. And what I do is I am a life coach with a focus on mindset. My tagline is the voice within wins. And I work with people to really tap into that inner voice because that's where your power lies. That's what's telling you what's okay for you to do and what's not, what you deserve, what you're capable of. And it is quietly controlling your life. We focus on all these external things and we must, but without that internal work, it doesn't even matter what's going on externally. The best opportunity in the world could present itself. And if we don't believe that we're deserving or believe that we're capable, we'll miss that opportunity. And so we go inside first and get to know and love and appreciate who we are at our core. And from that place, then we're ready to manage whatever happens externally. So that's me, Patrick.
All right, Cassandra. And you have a morning show, and that is held
I
when?
do. The morning show is 7:15 a.m. Central, Tuesday through Thursday. I keep saying Thursday, Tuesday through Friday, the Cassandra Terry Morning Show. And we tackle topics like goal setting, transformation, focus, intentionality, gratitude. We go throughout the week grabbing those tools and looking at ways to expand those things so that they can help you show up better in your life and in your community.
Awesome. Thanks, Cassandra. We're going to come back to you shortly and talk about your experience on the 30, because I have some more questions for you. And if you have any questions, viewers, if you have any questions for any of our guests, go ahead and drop that in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. Next up is Sean. I called him back in the day, Sean Superman Anderson. Sean, what is going on, my friend?
Hey, Patrick, congratulations. I met you during a 4G era, and now I'm just launching 5G over here with EchoStar and Boost Mobile. Sean Anderson from New York City. Cassandra, I love #goals. I've just gotten my certification, Patrick, as a motivational speaker from IAP. But on my 9 to 5, I am a director of sales and distribution for the mighty Northeast region for EchoStar and Boost Mobile. And yes, finally, we are the nation's fourth wireless carrier. We have our own network. It's 5G and it's all the way live.
Awesome. And we met, when was it, in North Carolina? Was it Charlotte, Atlanta?
Yeah, Greensboro.
And Greensboro, okay. All right. Thanks for being here, Sean. Let's welcome to the stage Erica Bates. Erica,
thanks for having me on.
You are
congratulations.
Thank you so much, Erica. Tell our viewers and listeners who you are and what you do, Erica.
So I am the host and facilitator of the Virtual Summiteers Peer Group. We meet every Friday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. We talk about all things events.
All right. And you've been doing this for how long now, Erica?
About 5 years now.
5 years, okay. And Erica and I met, we attended the same conference, virtual events on virtual events. And from there on, we've been joined on Fridays and sometimes a couple more times during the week. So Erica, thank you for being here. Really appreciate this. All right. Let's go down to Chris Arnone. Chris, tell our viewers and listeners who you are and what you do.
Well, Patrick, thank you so much for having me on your show. Happy 200. I can't believe it. I remember your first show and here we are. And I'm honored when you asked me to be on the show. I'm really excited. So I'm in sunny Southern California. And currently I work for Insperity. I'm a district manager. And Insperity, we help businesses with human capital management. We work with businesses to help their people and their employees succeed and empower them to become more productive and profitable as an organization. That's what we do. I'm really excited about it. Now I've been in this industry for only a year, and I love getting up in the morning knowing that we can impact people and their organizations. I'm really excited to be here, and thank you again for allowing me to be one of your guests.
You're welcome, Chris. And I've known Chris now for a number of years. We met back in, I can't remember, Chris.
It's been about 25 years, Patrick.
Oh my gosh, it's been that long?
Yes.
So I met you when I was 2. Just kidding.
Exactly. It was the schoolyard, remember?
Exactly, Chris. Thank you for being here, Chris. I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. And my better half, she was there from the beginning, and I'll show you a video of her and her and I in the same spot trying to share the camera. I'm passing it on to her, and she was passing it on to me. That was fun. So welcome again, Steph.
Thanks for having me, Pat. Congratulations on your 200th episode of the 30. I am extremely proud of you. Extremely.
Thank you. Well, tell our viewers who you are and what you do.
Well, first and foremost, as you stated, I am Patrick's wife, Stephanie Jackman, and by trade, I am a mental health therapist. I have a group in the city of Rochester, New York, where Patrick and I reside. And I am also a mental health consultant. And I have been in practice now for over 20 years, and we have owned the group practice now for coming up to almost 14 years. And last but not least, I would say that Patrick has inspired me, and many of you all have inspired me. So as of recent, I am the host of a live broadcast called Your Best Unleashed. The 30 has inspired me to be able to do that. So I am now the host of Your Best Unleashed, and that it typically broadcasts bi-weekly on Tuesdays at 11 a.m.
All right, great. Thank you so much. So let's talk about the 30. Let's talk about, and I asked our guests to tell us one of their outside of their episode, because all of our guests here now has been previous guests on the 30 throughout the years. So I asked them to tell us and tell you, our viewers, number one, what is their favorite episode outside of their own? What was their favorite episode over the years? So who would like to go and answer that one?
All
right,
you got it, Cassandra.
So it was an easy one for me. It was, I think his name was Matt, and the title of it pulled me in before I heard a word, and it was turning your fear into fuel. And everything about that episode resonated with me and my life and my journey and how things unfolded, and what got me, in addition to my corporate career, so interested in mindset and helping people with that space. He talked about his experience with his dad and how they had been estranged for a bit. And right after they reunited, his father passed away. And he talked about how, knowing that they had that reunion before he lost his dad, how much that meant to him. And I have a very similar situation. Me and my dad struggled, and I was so grateful. He passed suddenly, just like Matt's father did. And I was so glad that just a few days before he's transitioned, he and I had a wonderful, wonderful conversation. Our relationship was rocky, up and down, because I wanted more than what he was able to give me. And it was really missing him and yearning for that father figure that was the issue, not the fact, I just wanted more. And so I could resonate. So it resonated so much with me, his story, and how he used not only that, but anything that caused him fear as energy, as fuel, as something that motivated him to take that next step. Because I believe on the other side of our comfort zone is everything that we've ever dreamed of. So if we can get outside of that and just take that one next step, don't worry about the whole trip. Just take that one next step. And if you're willing to do that, you open up your lives to any and all possibilities. And that really rang true in that episode. So that one was really powerful for me. Thanks, Patrick.
Awesome. And that was Matt Rincon. And Matt, he's the host of the podcast and the author of The Eternal Optimist. Great guy. Sean knows Matt. We go way back. So great. Thank you, Cassandra. Sean, what was your favorite episode?
I think it was the Father's Day episode with John Chen. We all celebrate, right, the milestones within our career, our personal endeavors. But for me, my children, my wife, Father's Day is probably, to me, the most special day of the year because sometimes it goes unsung. And in this particular episode, there was a lot of unity. There was a lot of love. There was a lot of celebration for the fathers across the world. But I think it totally encompassed family. And we don't hear about that a lot anymore. Everything is particularly career focused, right, about all of our goals. but how many people have the goal to be the best father in the world? And I think from the life that I came from, right, that's always been my aspiration. And over the years, I think I've finally gotten there. So that was a great episode for me to just feel whole and to hear others talk about the joy of being a father, the fathers they've missed, the fathers that they know, etc. And Father's Day is so encompassing because in order to be a father, you have to have a wonderful woman by your side to get there. And I've been with my wife since I've been 12 years old, right? And I'm only 14 now. So that's just 2 years, just joking. But Father's Day, it just encompasses everything. And at this particular stage in my life, you know, it's bigger than winning a President's Council or certificates or awards, but just being a father, a husband, someone that people want to look up to. It's been my dream, and I think I'm finally there. So that episode hit home with me because just seeing the celebration was everything.
Awesome. Thank you, Sean. Greatly appreciate it. Shout out to John Chin out there in the great Northwest. Erica, what about you? What was your favorite episode over the years? Outside of yours, because you've been on here a number of times. You're on mute, Erica.
Sorry about
There
that.
we go.
There's been quite a few. My very first favorite was when Stephanie told me it was okay to have pizza and Pepsi. Another one, whenever someone came on and you asked them where were their favorite vacation spot, and they said somewhere close to South Carolina, and you said, don't say that. Love it every time. There was a guy that came on, and he lives in South Carolina. He left the Northeast and he came down to South Carolina. It's like, yes. So
I can't remember who that was.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I said I can't remember who was that person. It could have been. Was it you, Sean? I think it was Sean.
I can tell you that he has 2 daughters and that he runs a youth ministry.
Oh yes, that was recently. Courtney.
Yeah,
Courtney
you can't say that was me, Patrick, because my wife is on and I don't have 2 daughters, so you might have got me in trouble, Eric.
That's a good one. That was not Sean. It was Courtney Goff. Okay, great.
I'm not sure of the lady's name. Cassandra, this could be you. She had just recently wrote a book, but she talked about procrastination and how God has given her a gift and that she was putting it off by not doing it. And she said there were some of you out here right now knowing that you're supposed to be doing what you're supposed to be doing and you're not doing it. And I'm like, dang, she can see me. She just called me out. And I was out walking because I had just abandoned a project, and I was listening to your podcast and talking to her and you at the same time. And she knew that I was not on my job doing what I was supposed to be doing. And I was like, wow, like Patrick brings on people that I need to hear like right then and there.
That was Vanez.
Vanez.
Yes. Yeah, Vanez. Absolutely.
Okay.
Great. Thank you. Chris, what about you?
Well, I think Sean read my mind because I was thinking about the Father's Day episode last year with John Chen as well. And when I draw upon that, I think about some of the discussion points about, you know, when you have children, they have different personalities and you got to know how to deal with each one of them. In some cases the same and in some in different ways. And it really allows you to sharpen those skills to be able to work with different personalities and people. And I think we do that every day in our lives, right? So in our personal life, it could be children, it could be parents, it could be a spouse, and in our professional lives, it could be coworkers and clients. And to be able to do that, to be empowering and loving and embracing with people, to ultimately work together on unified goals and sometimes succeed together and celebrate. So that episode to me kind of stood out as impactful because it kind of makes you, or it'll kind of wake you up a little bit so you remember about what it's like to ensure that you're dealing with everybody, understanding that they're all different and work together. It's not always easy, but that's what I took from that episode. I try to use that every day in my life.
Awesome. Great, Chris. And by the way, Chris, you have a a nice view there. How many floors are you up?
Yeah, we're pretty high up, but we're near the ocean here and near the Santa Monica area, near Brentwood, and it's pretty bright in the background now. But yeah, behind me, you can't probably see it, is the ocean, so it's a pretty good view here in Southern California.
Nice gig you got there. Wonderful.
I don't have time to look at it much, but I know it's there.
Okay, all right. Steph, what's your favorite one?
Well, I would agree with the other guests that there are so many that I could say that I have, but I would say recently, my favorite episode was Zooming In, Young Voices, Big Goals. That was where you had all the young people, the 20 somethings, the millennials. And I think, it really showed that the 30 is a space for all, right? And then it also showed that oftentimes the media will dictate and will try to show young people and young adults and millennials in such a negative persona and perception. And so I really, really loved the episode with all the young people aspiring for their goals and taking those steps to achieve their goals. So I would definitely say Zooming In, Young Voices and Big Goals was my recent favorite episode.
Great. And speaking of that, we have in the chat, dropping in the chat, the mom of two of the young men that were on that show. Shout out to Todney and my uncle Alpha. Her two sons, one is a pilot and the other one is a golfer that his goal is to be a professional golfer. So shout out to Todney and Alpha. Great. All right. So let me look at the chat here, bring some people in. Terry G, she's watching from Jacksonville. Erica, who's here, she's talking about watching from the great state of South Carolina. She's always the great state of South Carolina. I don't know about that one. E, I don't know who E is, but E, shout out to you, E. And let me see who else here. We have C. Johns. Say hi, Superman. Someone says Sean is still in his office at work. I would probably agree. Knowing Sean as I do. Anthony Newton says on the other side of comfort. Love it. Sean, you have another. C. John says, Sean, you rock.
You can tell
Eric,
it's the wife.
What's that?
That's the wife.
Oh, that's the wife. Okay, got it. All right, shout out to the wife. There we go. Eric, shout out to you. And I think that's about it for now. So get your comments and your questions for our guests. Let me see if I can pull this up. I want to show the audience. And while I'm doing that, maybe you can decide who wants to go with their first giveaway. But I want to pull this up just one moment. Let me see what I can do here. Hi, Stephanie, and hey, Steph. Welcome to Pause Break 30. Hey everyone, this is Patrick. Welcome to the Jackman Group LLC Pause Break 30.
Three things in real estate are always saying location.
Area, or is it something that you do?
Well, funny thing is,
I think we're stuck somehow. All right, let's paused it there. Remove it. That's Dina. So that was just a quick sample of some of the shows that we've had over the last 200, 199. And this is the 200th. If you would like to see any of the shows, you can go back to our YouTube channel. It is the 30 with Patrick on YouTube. They're all listed there. The 30 with Patrick. Make sure that you go and check that out. And while you're there, subscribe to our channel. Like this episode. View some of the previous ones. Like them. But also subscribe to the channel and then hit the notification bell so that when we're on, you will be notified. We're on every week and Thursdays, or you can, whether you watch it live or in replay, you want to make sure that you are there. If you're watching this from LinkedIn, do me a huge favor also. Like it and repost it so that others can get the valuable information that we provide. All right. So let's see if I can do a giveaway here. Who would like to do their first giveaway?
I'll go.
Sandra? Okay. All right.
No, Sean. No, Sean.
You go
Sandra's
first.
going first.
We are always on
Sean's
the
giveaway is way too cool to be first.
That's
yours. Cool.
I'm like,
All
you
right,
are not
Cassandra.
setting me up for want.
Oh. I think Sean is going to go last because he has a nice one. So we're going to wait to the end of the show. Exactly.
Yes.
So you got to wait for Sean's because I'm telling you, it is not. I want him to give me one.
Exactly. I'm looking for the link as soon as we're done, Sean.
All right, Cassandra, let's go ahead and see what you talk about your book first. I know you are a new author, so let's talk about that. And then how can people get a hold of it? And that's the one that I know that you'll be giving away. So go ahead and talk about that.
Yes, thank you so much because you have supported the book. You introduced the book to your audience before it became available. And when it did become available, you shared it again. So I appreciate you so much for that. The background that you see behind me is the cover of the book. It is Soar Beyond Limits, Unleashing the Power Within. It is a book that's designed to help you do just that. Figure out who you are, get the clarity about what it is that you want out of life, build a plan, but not just to stop there, to actually implement. SOAR stands for strengths, identifying your strengths. O is overcoming limits in any aspect of your life. A is achieving goals, and R is resilience, building a resilient mindset. And it's not a read from cover to cover book. You have to roll up your sleeves and do some work mentally to get through it. And the idea is when you're done, you have figured out some things about you and what's important to you. You know yourself on a more intimate level, and you're committed and willing to do the work that you've designed as you've worked through the book to actually move from where you are to where it is that you would like to be. It has a companion workbook with it so that you have a place to capture all those reflections and to do the assignments, so that one place you can go to as a reference for after you finish the book to keep working towards the life that you'd like to design. So I'd like to offer up the combination of the book and the workbook. It's available on Amazon, but for whomever you deem in your audience, I will ship the combo directly to them after the show today.
Awesome. So in order to get the book, here's what you're going to have to do. In the chat, I want you to put hashtag 200. Hashtag 200. So if you want to win the book as well as the other piece that Cassandra is giving away, I want you have to put hashtag 200. Let me do this here.
I see one already.
Not one.
Okay. All right. Let me get back to my screen here.
She's going to get that book, Cassandra.
Yeah, somebody really wants it. That's who I want to give it to. I like the enthusiasm.
So hashtag. Erica thinks you must get that book, but here's what we're going to do. I am going to just remember now, you got to put hashtag 200 in the chat if you want to get the book. All right. Hashtag 200. And we're going to use the StreamYard giveaway tool. So let's see if this works here. Let me pull that up. And I'm going to share this so that everyone sees it. I'm going to start collecting. And let me stop sharing. So we're doing this live, as you can see. Hashtag 200. I'm going to do the draw now.
Yep, drum roll.
Drum roll. And let's see. C. Johns. C. Johns, you are the winner.
Oh, that's John's wife.
Yes.
C. Johns. Congratulations. As Johns, you are what I'll do is to get your information. If you want to send it to info@jackmangroupllc.com. Drop it in the chat. Well, send it to the email. This is my email address, info@jackmangroupllc.com. Let me see if I can put that up here, info@jackmangroupllc.com. Email that, put your address, right? Name, address, and we'll make sure that Cassandra gets it and she'll send it out to you. Sounds good.
I think we can find her, Patrick. I think
Okay.
we can find that, yes.
You'll track her down, huh, Sean? All right. We're going to do another giveaway here. Let me see. Let me see what I can do. All right. Who would like to? All right. Let's do this. Erica, how about you? And what are you going to give away to our viewers?
I am going to give away a 1-month membership to the Virtual Summiters peer group. It's $50 a month or $500 for the year, but you can hang out with us for the month of June for free.
Wow, that's pretty cool. And I'm part of the group, and I'm telling you, I've learned so much being part of that group. I wouldn't tell you what my wife calls it. She thinks that we're all nerds who are part of the group. And I tell her, yes, it's cool to be a nerd. So
That's true.
but it's
Nerds
fun.
rule the world.
Exactly. Nerds rule.
If you find somebody in charge, you have found a nerd.
There we go. There we go. Tell her that. So here's what we're going to do again. We are going to do the same thing. You are going to, let me set it up here. Hashtag. So Erica, while I'm doing that, why don't you tell our viewers what are some of the things that we discuss in the group?
So on the first Friday of every month, we have a masterclass, which we have renamed Event Innovators Insight Sessions. We have people like Stephanie Jackman come talk to us about procrastination and burnout and how we can do what we do, keep doing what we do, and not hate our jobs. So the second Fridays, we have monetization, affiliates, collaborations, partnerships, and sponsorships. So if you have any information about this topic, about what you're doing on this topic, we want to know about it because we all share what we're doing with this. Third Fridays are promotions and virtual events. How are you promoting yourself? How are you promoting your speakers? How are you promoting what you do? Fourth Fridays are repurposing, share a tool or skill that you've learned. So if you have something that you do, you can reuse it no matter what it is. So we want to know, how are you reusing what you know, and what skill is that? And how can you share that skill with all of us in a repurposing fashion? Fifth Fridays, members share wins, updates from our business goals. So hopefully you would write out your business goals. We usually do it in October, and we review how's it going for the first quarter. Did it work out how you want it to? Did you need to review something? Do you need to put something on the back burner to move something else forward? We want to know, because we can help each other move forward if we know what you're working on.
All right, good. So hashtag 200, drop it in the chat. All right, drop it in the chat. Hashtag 200. And previous winners cannot win. So Miss Johns cannot win this time around. She's out. Drop it in the chat. What time is the class? It is we meet every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. No, sorry, 10 a.m. Eastern time to 10 a.m. Eastern time to 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. And that's every Friday for the virtual summiteers. Drop it in the chat, hashtag 200. And I am going to draw that right now. Let me pull it up so that everyone can see it. And I'm going to share it. And 5 entries so far. So let's do the drawing. Terry G. Congratulations, Terry Ann. All right. You are the win. Nope. But you can't win. You can't win your own gift. So we're going to give it to Terry Ann. Terry Ann, you are the winner. Congratulations. You can join Erica's group. Erica, make sure that you get the information from her. Terry Ann, please send the information, your contact information, email it to me, info@jackmangroupllc.com. All right, back to our guests. Let's talk about, I think I give you another question. What was the other question that I give you? Pull that up here. We talked about your favorite episode. Let's talk about, where do you see your industry going, so that our viewers can have some idea as to what you do. Then I'll also talk about where I see my industry going. I'm going to give away at the end, after, I'm not sure if I should go before Sean or after Sean, because Sean has a big one. I think I'll go after Sean. But I'm going to give away a half an hour coaching session. All right, a half an hour coaching session, 1-on-1, and that is worth a lot. So that's my gift from me to you, and also give away some merch for that too. So hold on, we're not going anywhere. We're gonna take this right through till about 8:30 Eastern time. If you're watching it live, you have an opportunity to win. If you're watching it in replay, I don't know. We may have to do something for you differently. But all right, so let's talk about, where do you see your industry, what you're doing, where do you see it going? Chris, let's start with you.
Yeah, great question. I mean, we're in the industry of human capital management, so we work with business owners every day to help them grow their business. And business owners now have different challenges than they did 4 years ago, 5 years ago, before the pandemic, 10 years ago. They're employing people now that have different values and care about different things than they have in the past. And as a business owner, you have to pivot towards that, because your greatest asset being a business owner is your people. So no matter what product or service you offer, it's your people that help deliver that. So our industry is growing. Business owners are challenged more and more with staying up on compliances. Every state now, every day, every year has different compliance measures. Are you up to date with your compliances? How do you motivate your people? How do you ensure that you're managing? And we talked a little earlier about how you work with different people and personalities, but as a business owner, how do you manage your people? What's your leadership style like? How do you motivate people and ultimately grow your business through success? So we help business owners do that. And because of the changes going on in the world we live in, the generations now that we employ, everybody's got different values, and we have to meet up with all those values, all those different generations, and ensure that we're connecting with them, because what we want to do is we want businesses to be able to attract and retain their talent. And it's not easy to do that. So our business continues to grow. It's exciting. I'm passionate about it. And we're looking forward to helping more and more businesses every day.
All right. Thank you, Chris. Steph, let's go with you.
Yeah. So, being in the mental health industry, I would definitely say that pre-COVID, mental health was certainly there in the industry. However, through the 2.5 years of COVID, the industry of mental health and clinicians and therapists and psychiatry has definitely grown. A lot of that really has to do with mental health services and behavioral health services being more accessible to individuals, and also the fact that, we work diligently as mental health providers to break down the stigma of mental health treatment. So putting it more out there in terms of you don't have to suffer in silence, and encouraging people, even those that present themselves as being strong, there's still places that you can go and individuals that are there to be able to help provide mental health supports for you if you're in need. So the industry is growing, it is expanding. We are able to practice across state lines. Insurance companies have given a lot more flexibility around individuals' policies for insurance, and a lot of practitioners now are doing a lot of sliding scales and free sessions and complimentary sessions, and EAP services have really stepped up to the plate. So the industry is growing straight across the board, from therapists seeing adolescents as well as therapists seeing adults and couples and families.
Great. Thank you. Before we get to the others, to Sean and Cassandra and Erica, I'm going to drop in the chat the link to this episode. If you would like to come in right now and be part of our discussion, if you just want to come in and show your face and say hi, the link is in the chat right now. You can click on that and just come on in. All right. Let me go to the chat real quick here, see who's here. Shout out to Kim. Kim says hello from Philly. Cassandra, thank you, Cassandra, for sharing the link tonight with me. As always, you are the bestest. There you go. All right. Let's see. Who else? Kim again. Kim is a big fan for you here, Cassandra. Cassandra's book is mad good. And I see her comment while I'm watching your show. I see her comment all the time. Let's see. C. John says, thank you, Cassandra, for the book. Let me see who's. Kim asks, Erica, what time is the class? I think we said that. 10 a.m. Eastern time to 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. And Terry Ann says, Erica, I'm excited to join. I feel blessed. And Steph Kim says, Stephanie, hashtag Stephanie, love your glasses. And Ernesta says, hi, Sean.
Mom.
Oh, that's my mom. Hey, Mom. Mom's watching. Great. All right. Let's go with Cassandra and talk about where you see your industry is going. And then we'll as we move forward. So let's get that. We have about 15 minutes left.
All right. So the coaching industry, I believe that it's going to continue to grow because more and more people are investing in themselves and wanting to gain the clarity for themselves versus having someone prescribe for them what they need to do and give them a prescription. Instead, having someone who understands that you are the master of your destiny. You know you better than anyone, but I can walk beside you. I can ask you good questions and help you as you discover for yourself who you are and what it is that you want. It seems that the industry is crowded because everywhere you turn, someone has coach in their title. So I think as the industry continues to mature, so will our clients, and there will be some differentiation. They're going to have some expectations of what it really means to be a coach. So I think us continuing to be lifelong learners and getting certifications and making sure that we really have something to bring to the audience is going to be paramount. But I do see that the growth will continue. That's what I predict anyway.
All right, great, Cassandra. Sean, what do you have?
I'm in technology. Obviously, I'm with Boost Mobile. What I'm seeing as the economy changes, right? You're seeing folks that at one point they thought Verizon, sorry if this is your provider, but I make a living off of bashing these guys. But Verizon and AT&T, there's this big stigma, right? That these companies are so large, there's coverage everywhere. But as I've navigated here with Dish and now onto EchoStar, I'm seeing that the brand Boost Mobile, right? We're extremely affordable. We now have our own 5G network. But what I'm seeing as the government reduces their programs, right? If you all know about the Affordable Connectivity Program or ACP, that program has ended. So what we're seeing now are lots of Americans that they want it all, right? But it needs to be a little bit more affordable. So I think we're on the right side of the coin here over at Boost Mobile, but 5G network access and having access to data is extremely important. Whether you're looking at technology or AI alone, or just a simple art of going to a restaurant, right? And moving from placing your order with a person to now placing this order using the keyboard. Technology is needed for everything. So on our side of the fence, I see us growing a lot faster than most of America or people abroad have thought. Just having America's first 5G O-RAN network built and born here in the United States, I think that puts us as a company at an extreme advantage over the others. What we're working on now is getting the word out to other people so that they know that you can have access to all of technology from a wireless perspective, right, at a low cost. And I think that's what's most important, knowing that we all can have the same thing for a fraction of the cost. I think that's going to save a lot of Americans a lot of money. But how we get that message across so we don't think that affordability means cheap, I think that's our job right now. And what you see us doing is trying to get it out there with folks like Coach Prime. He's now a spokesperson for us as a company, which is really cool. So you see us trying to reach those in the communities that we serve. And I think that's a big deal. For me personally, my person as an industry, like the others, I'm moving into the coach arena. I do believe that regardless of what we're doing, the mental load for people trying to make it through this world that we live in today, it's excessive. It's too much for us to deal with. So regardless if you're successful, regardless if you're struggling in what we're doing today, everybody needs a guide right now, right? All of us do. And it's those guides that got me here. And I think for the people that have helped me get through COVID, helped me change my life, I'm now sober for 2 years. I want to give that back to somebody else. I have a friend on, Anthony Newton, who, Patrick, like you, I was his trainer, his first trainer at this company. He's now graduated, promoted himself, and now he's general manager at Anderson Windows. But it's people like that I want to help out and give back to. So regardless of whatever industry we're in today, if you can help somebody deal with tomorrow in any industry, that's the position I want to be in, because I think we're all going to need those people with what we see going on today. So there's your business and personal. I'm sorry, Patrick. I had to throw that in.
No worries, no worries. You can just send a check. Have Boost Mobile send me the check for advertising, please. I would greatly appreciate that. You just give a commercial, so I expect to check. Send it to the Jackman Group LLC, and
This is what you did, Patrick. For everybody out there, I was never in this industry, and I met this man. Whatever you see, this is who made me into this person today.
I'll still expect a check from them, Sean.
It's on the way.
All right. Let's see. We are about 9 minutes, so if we can really kind of narrow it down, that'll be great. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do another giveaway. Sean, this is your time. Be brief. I saw my uncle jumped in, and I'm asked him to join in quickly here too. And then what I'll do, I'll show you. Actually, let's go ahead and do that first. So hashtag the 30, hashtag THE30, hashtag the 30. Put that in the chat now. And Sean, what are you going to be giving away?
Oh, we are giving away the latest in technology. It's a new Bluetooth company, and it's called BumpBox. This is really a cool box. The music is louder than ever. It's really crisp. But what I'd also like to do is give away a copy of Cassandra's book as well. And I will actually pay for that book, and that will come along with the BumpBox, because this, in the spirit of the 30, we always want to help each other out. So being that my wife won the book, I don't want anyone thinking funny business. So I'll get a copy of that book and throw it in with the BumpBox so you can listen to music and read at the same time.
All right. It is hashtag the 30, all one, right? So no spaces in between. So a hashtag the 30. Go ahead and put that in the chat now. And we are going to start collecting comments as we go through. So there's only 3 there. If you put, so you got to have it all one word. Hashtag the 30, no spaces. So Ernesta, I see you have some spaces in between. Make sure that, there we go. Awesome. So let's see what we can do here. I'm going to do a draw now. I don't think that your mom can win, Sean. So let's take her out of there.
Then we'll have to buy another book.
So let's do the draw.
No, Mom.
So let's see. Oh, Anthony Newton. Congratulations, Anthony.
Oh.
Sean, can Anthony win? I know he's part
Anthony
of the team.
can win, because if Anthony wins, he should also pay the 50 and get with Erica, because that man is a ball of motivation and he needs an episode too. This is a great guy, Patrick. I think.
Okay. All right. So, Anthony, make sure you send your information to me. Send it to info. Email me info@jackmangroupllc.com. That's info@jackmangroupllc.com, and we will make sure that we get your information over to Sean. Let me welcome my uncle. He's always clean. He's looking clean, boy. I'm telling you. Look at him. He's looking clean. What's up, uncle? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm okay. Man, I fight so hard to get online. This is congratulate you on your big day.
Thank you.
Well done to you, man.
Thank you. And he's in all the way in from Barbados. So tell our viewers what you do, Uncle.
Okay. Well, you're talking about sharp. First of all, you got to thank my wife. She shaved me today. She wanted me to look sharp. So she took a machine and cut my hair, cut my beard, and made me look presentable. Anyhow, I'm from Barbados, and I'm Patrick's uncle. The name is Alpha. So I work in the hotel. I deal with guests every day, and I enjoy my job quite a bit. And I'm just here just to congratulate him and tell him well done.
Awesome. Thank you so very much. And those of you that might have watched the show, let me just end this right here. Hold on just a moment. Okay. Those of you that watched the show that Steph was talking about in terms of the young adults, in terms of that episode, Alpha is the dad and Todney's the mom of Christopher and AJ. So go back and watch that. I think it was 2 episodes ago. And we had 5 young people on between the ages of 18 and 22 talking about their goals, talking about where they're going. Make sure that you go back and watch that. It was an awesome show just to see what young folks are doing. We sometimes we kind of knock young folks down, but we wanted to bring some young people together, and we'll probably do that again in the future to show exactly what they're doing. And kudos to all of the parents of those young folks. So we had golf, we had pilot, we had 2 law enforcement potential, 2 law enforcement officers, and then we had someone that was D1 football that has a goal to go to the NFL. Yep. So awesome. All right. Last words. Thank you. Stay on. Last words from our esteemed audience, esteemed guests, and then what I'm going to do, make sure, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give away a 30-minute coaching session with me. If you understand what coaching is not training. Training is about skill, right? Coaching is about helping you, going side by side with you to help you to accomplish where you want to go. Coaches don't tell you what to do. We ask the questions so that you can understand and help yourself. So I'm going to give you 30 minutes, a 30-minute session. So you're going to have to put in that chat hashtag, let me see, what am I going to put? Hashtag coaching. Hashtag coaching. So let me set this up. Hashtag coaching. Make sure you put that in the chat, and then we will start to collect that as we move forward. All right. So last words from our guests. Let's start with Chris. Last words.
Well, again, thank you, Patrick, for having me here, and it's been a pleasure. And it's been a while since I've been on your show, so it's great to be here again. And I'll just leave everybody with, I met you when you were a trainer. You were coaching me. And when I look back, I think if I could take something from that I could leave everybody with is think about something that you've learned recently and apply it. And then what else is it that you'd like to learn or improve upon and make that your next goal and start working towards that every day, one step at a time.
All right. Thank you so much, Chris. Alpha, your last words? You're on mute?
Yeah, I just want to congratulate you. And my last words to people in general is I think it's all up here in the head. Is what you believe you can do. I spoke to a gentleman who won a golf tournament recently, and he said he did extra swing, nothing practice. Is all about what he believed, and he didn't do anything different. It's just in the head. So as your wife is a mental coach, she knows most things come from the head. So keep thinking positive, and Patrick doing a good job. And that's all I have to say really at this time.
All right. Thank you, Ankh. All right. Erica?
Well, again, congratulations on 200 episodes. Like, you've put in some work, and every episode that you've had so far that I've seen, it's always been what I needed at that time. So I really appreciate that. That's like a gift, I think. So I hope you keep doing what you're doing. I hope you have many wonderful decades more of doing this.
Thank you, Erica. As I said, if the viewers are there and the listeners are there and they want it, I'll be here. As soon as they said that we're done, then I'm done. So So thank you. All right, Cassandra, you're up.
So I have to follow your uncle and go with the tagline, and remember that the voice within wins. What you believe to be true about yourself is what you will go out and create for yourself. So that inner voice is more important than any external circumstance ever will be. So go inward, do the work, be willing to confront those negative messages and do the work to reframe them. Speak life over yourself and give yourself the opportunity to live the life that you deserve. The voice within wins.
Awesome.
Patrick,
Thank you.
she said it better than me.
You look
She's
better
good.
though, Uncle Alpha. You look better.
She's good. She's good. Thank
Oh,
you,
wow.
Cassandra. Let's see. Sean, go ahead.
Everything is possible. One of the things I try to instill in myself is just the thought of, right, the day you stop learning is the day you start dying. So we have to stay on our toes, and we have to remember that everything is possible. Similar to what everybody else said, what you put in your head, it really matters. It sticks, it stings, right? And you just have to believe. It's just that simple. You have the power. You just have to believe.
Awesome. Thank you, Sean. Let's see. Steph, I think you're the last one.
All right. Okay. I would just like to share with the audience and the viewers that I think if anybody knows what Patrick dedicates to the 30 on a weekly basis, it would be myself. If the 30 is really a part of our family, you all as viewers are a part of our family, and Patrick's commitment and dedication and time to the 30 is tremendous, from thinking about the guests to the content and relevant information for the viewers to what color shirt he's going to wear so it shows up for the lighting and the studio in one of our spare bedrooms. It's just an amazing. The 30 goes with us on road trips and vacations. He's packing lighting and he's packing microphones. So I just want to say to Patrick and to all of you as the viewers, it's been amazing to watch this 200th episode evolve. And I just want to continue to wish you all the best, honey, on the next 200 episodes. And to all the viewers and the guests, thank you for being a part of the 30 family and community.
Oh,
great.
Now,
Thank you.
Patrick,
Thank you.
I know
sir.
you're tight on time, but I'm your uncle, so pay attention.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now, listen, we grew up together. He's about 2 weeks older than me. We born in the same month and the same year. He was my best friend for years. I miss him dearly when he moved from Barbados at the age of 16, 17.
16. Yeah.
And I have not had a best friend since then. And my wife would attest to that. And I'm very proud of what Patrick has become as a man. And I just, from the bottom of my heart, from growing up together as boys and birthday parties, name it, I just want to wish him all the very best from Barbados. And I hope he goes from strength to strength. And this 30 idea is brilliant. And I wish him every success.
Thank you, Aunt. Oh, man, you hit me right in the heart. Oh, that was awesome. Thank you so much. I'm the elder of the two. I'm 19 days older than he is. So as opposed to him saying what I should do, I should be telling him what he should do, since I'm the eldest of the two. But awesome. Thank you so very much, Uncle. I love you dearly. What you don't know is that Alpha had a health problem some years ago. So I'm happy to see him alive and doing well and excelling. And he loves people. He operates in a space where his personality fits. It's all about customer satisfaction, and the guest loves him. And he's always sharp. I wish I could be that sharp, but I'm working on it. So praise God. But thank all of you for being here. I really appreciate all of you as guests. I really appreciate all of our viewers, all of our listeners. Thank you. I do it for you. It's not about me. It's about the viewers and our guests. If I can make sure that the guests has something in terms of what they're offering and can improve on, if they can offer a thought that will help our viewers, then I'm extremely thankful, because it's not about me. It's about making sure that your lives are enhanced, both personally, professionally, and spiritually. So we are going to do the drawing, but before we do that, make sure that you connect with us on YouTube at the 30 with Patrick. At the 30 with Patrick. The 30, as you know, is a production of the Jackman Group LLC. And the Jackman Group is a training and developing firm where we focus on training and developing leaders, enhancing teams. So we train, coach, strategize, and enhance teams to take them from where they are to where they should be. So that's what we do on the regular basis. Let me go in, and I'm going to do the drawing here. Let's see. I'm going to pull this up. This is 30-minute coaching session. If you're still want to jump in, hashtag the 30. Hashtag the 30. And we've been doing this business. This will be 14 years that we're in business as the Jackman Group. So we know a little bit of something, a little something. So let's do the drawing. And draw. Erica. Erica, there you go. Congratulations, Erica. So you got 30 minutes of coaching. I'm actually going to give away another one. I'm led to help others. So let me put it here again, and then we'll be off and running. So drop it again in the chat. Hashtag coaching. Hashtag coaching. And I'm going to do another drawing for that. So put that in the chat, and then we will end with that. So a hashtag coaching. Make sure that you put that in the chat. I'll wait a couple more minutes. Erica, you can't win again. So,
but I just put it in the chat.
Hashtag coaching. Hashtag coaching.
I can't get an hour.
Nope, you can't get an hour.
There's
let's see. Hashtag coaching. Let's get someone new to win. Come on. Let's see. Erica, you cannot win again. So before that, I should have taken you out.
I just want an hour.
I'm gonna select just my thoughts, and just my thoughts. I'll select that as the winner because you were right before Erica. So just my thoughts.
Congratulations, excellence.
So if you want to do me a huge favor, send that over to, let me stop sharing here. Send me an email. And what is her name? Cassandra?
Her name is Essence.
Essence. Okay, Essence.
Yeah.
Send me an email.
wow.
info@jackmangroupllc.com. info@jackmangroupllc.com. Give me your information, and I'll follow up with you. I'll send you the link where you can schedule some time with me on my calendar. All right. I want to end with this. Let's see if we can share. Can't share that. I just wanted to show something here. Let me thank Erica she did a fantastic job on the graphic. I also wanted to thank Terry Ann. She did a great job with the with the video. Thank her for that. Let's see if I can pull that up. Here we go. All right, I think that's about it. I think it ended. Looks like it. All right. Let's thank our guests once again. Thank you, guests, for being here. Thank you, all of our viewers. We will see you. We look forward to seeing you next week, where we will have some additional guests coming in. Thank all of you. This is fantastic. A great time. How do I end this? Get this. Okay, good. A great time was had by all. Continue to be here. We have some guests lined up for the next month. If you would like to be a guest on the 30, you can also send me an email, info@jackmangroupllc.com, if you would like to be a guest, and we will follow up with you. So thank all of you again, guests, viewers, and listeners. May God bless you and your family. Be safe, and we love you.
Thank you.